Look who's out of the chair.
Oxygen free. How about that?
Man. So today we cleaned up. Well, we didn't
Eric.
do anything. Eric cleaned up the Teryx. So he's wanted to do a video for a long time because he gets a lot of questions. Hey, what's the build list on this thing? What all have you done to it? How is it so capable? How the hell do you do these kinds of trails in the Teryx? And so today's the day. So
exactly. Let
Eric tell you about it. Start from the top. What year is a specific model of Teryx?
All right, so this one's just a base model Teryx 4. It's a 2019. I think I've got 2,400 miles on it now. Okay. So this is kind of a good long-term review, if you will.
2,500 miles, isn't that like the...
That's when we saw
That's the mileage, that's when we get... That, what?
well, I guess we're getting there then.
All right.
And so, but as you can see, there's not a lot of stock stuff left on this thing, so.
Yeah.
Right? More than should be.
Yeah, probably.
Gotta show Ryan in the video at one point, so.
He's picking on Eric.
Hating on the Teryx.
Classic.
I'm here to pick on Eric a little bit. I haven't seen him in a while.
All right, so let's start on the front end. Show us what you got, front and center.
So obviously the big thing, HCR long travel.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, so what it does, it puts you at 72 inches wide, and it pushes the front 2 inches forward, pushes the back 2 inches back, so you have an extra 4 inches of wheelbase.
So you're 4 inches longer, and how much wider overall?
I think it's +5 each side, or +6. I'm not sure, but it's something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember which one.
So does this kit come, you have the King shocks, was that part of the kit with HCR?
Yeah, so this specific kit comes with the King shocks, or you can get it without it. So that is an option where you can run stock shocks. The other option is you can get an HCR that would run stock shocks, and then there's Elkas or Bandits that you could run instead of Kings if you really wanted that. But the Moab long travel kit comes with King shocks.
Have you been impressed with the shocks?
Yes, I like them a lot. The one thing that I would like different on King shocks is if you could adjust the rebound on them, and you can't do that.
Okay.
So, but overall, this thing is super smooth. It's fun, comfortable for everybody.
Yep. Yeah. So back to the front end here. Show us what else you've done.
So this is all new. This bumper made by Voodoo that we came up with is freaking awesome. So
we got to throw in the clip of why you have that.
Well, we did the toilet bowl, and as we were trying to get out, I got stuck in the sand. So tied the tow rope to the bumper.
Where's your bumper?
I got it. Basically.
So this grate here on the front is probably stronger than the whole bumper. Stock.
Absolutely, absolutely. So
these bumpers, we actually did a limited run of them.
Yeah.
And I think
we have one more.
Oh, really? There's one left.
Yeah. So hit us up on our Instagram, my Instagram, whatever, if you're interested in one.
Yeah.
Friggin' sweet, simple design, good looking grill here, and we kind of went with the same design hex pattern that matches the stock. And then I wanted to run a bumper light, and so we just made that cutout there for that. So, but that grill, the grill does come off, so if you don't love the grill, you could absolutely pull it off.
Who wouldn't love that grill?
I know, right?
It's got the cucumber logo right there. And then below the bumper, we've got the winch. What winch did you go with?
So yeah, stay right here. So I went with the Super ATV 4,500 pound winch. And kind of show right here. So the way I mounted it is it comes with this plate right here. It's just kind of an L-shaped bracket. I just used the bracket that came with the winch. Okay. So I had to drill a couple new holes through the frame to fit that, and then just put the Fairlead on there and made it fit. It looks really good.
Yeah, looks great with the bumper.
Yeah.
All right, anything else on the front of the machine that's noteworthy?
So this was actually on it when I bought it, but these are headlights from Brute Performance. Kind of nice. They have a high-low feature rather than the stock. Not sure they offer it anymore, but it's pretty cool.
What are you laughing at?
I don't know. All right, so moving around the car, let's start here.
start with our Zillas. So the nice thing about HCR is you can now fit 32-inch tires.
Yep.
There you go.
Say what?
Sounds good. 32-inch tires on the Teryx.
32-inch tires on the Teryx. Freaking awesome. So
You swap between a few different sets of tires. I see you stack of tires back there.
So we got the Zillas for rock crawling. We've got the trail saws that we have taken rock crawling. Everywhere.
So good option from Sedona. It looks like you went with the same wheels.
Same Sedona wheels. I like
Sano beadlock is what they're called.
Yep.
Okay, and then you recently went with the Rockzilla sticky.
That's right.
32.
Zilla Club, baby.
Yep. So going back now.
Yeah.
First thing I notice is the lights. Tell us about this setup.
So we'll talk about the cage after this, but when we were doing the cage with Lane over at Voodoo, we wanted to have something where we could mount some of the pod lights. So that's one of the things that I had before I did the cages. I had a roof mounted light bar and we wanted to get away from that. I didn't like the look, I didn't like how high it was and all that kind of stuff.
It was a flood and I remember it shined really brightly on your hood being white and it would kind of blind you more than help you.
So I wanted to bring all that down. That's why I wanted the bumper light and these pods that were kind of off to the side. And then we had the idea of, because I wanted a rock light. Nothing worse at night driving around and you can't look out your window and see all this crap when you're doing a turn or something.
Right.
So we did these Baja designs, I don't know, the single lights, if you will. They shine down and it's great.
So you had them build a tab onto the cage where you can go above and below.
Yep, and then we just used that same bolt to bolt both of them on there.
That was good. Good idea.
Slick.
Yeah. Nope.
Then we have Chupacabra mirrors that I threw on there and powder coated to match, which looks pretty nice.
See the sparkle there.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about the cage.
Okay, so the cage was a big upgrade.
Step back here and get a full profile view.
Show all that. So the cage was a big upgrade as we can show, and good thing we did based on when we were on, what was it?
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
Yep, it got broke in.
What? Yeah, it did.
Whoa, whoa! Shit! Turn it off, Eric.
You all right?
We're good. You good, Eric?
We're good.
Hey, you just hanging out?
Son of a...
You're on the good side.
Yeah, this is the good side.
We're showing this good
No,
side.
the cage held up amazing.
I think, I mean, I'm biased, but best looking Terex cage there is out there.
I'd agree with that.
Period.
Teryx cage stock is not good at all. Like, it's death trap. If you tip that thing over, like, goodbye. Nice knowing you.
Yep.
So, for all you Teryx guys that are gonna, attempt to do half the stuff Eric does, please put a cage on that thing.
Yeah.
Yep, so he actually had this welded on.
Right.
Yep.
Lane at Voodoo was like, I'm not letting you leave without welding that on.
Because normally it's just these two plates that hold it on.
Yep.
So if one of those
Those
plates,
little flimsy plates are normally what holds the cage to the frame. So welding them together was a good call.
you're
by
gonna
the
stay
way.
on flat ground.
Okay, so and then you got this little cage plate. So we had a few of those made. We actually made some for you guys too. If you want them, hit us up.
Yeah.
What do we say? We can
10
ship them
bucks.
out for about $10 raw like that. So we have a curved profile one, and we also have a flat profile. Like if you wanted to attach one to a flat surface like that, you can just rivet them in or do whatever you feel. All right, so before we go to the back of the car, you forgot about your skid plate.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about that. That's a
So,
unique thing.
As we always say, skid plates super important. SSS off-road. So, like I said, SSS
SSS off-road.
Off-road.
That's the one.
skid plate, and this thing's been great. So, as you can see, it's like a built-in rock plate or whatever.
Rock slider.
Rock slider.
Yep.
Right. And so, and one thing that's a little different for the Teryx one, at least, that a lot of them don't have, is if you look under here, it also comes up on the front and protects that.
Yeah, that's
If you can see that, yeah.
So this is crucial on a Teryx because that's your frame.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes. Last thing before we go to the back, just want to mention liquid moly. So you got to take care of your vehicle, and so always use the best stuff.
I'm commercials aside, right? When I did a liquid moly oil change in my Polaris Razor Turbo S versus the stock oil, I felt like I could have gone 3 more oil changes.
Because of how
It came out clean.
Yeah.
It came out
Rather than,
clean.
Like black and gross.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
we'll have to do a video one of these times on an actual oil change and what it looks like after.
So, alright, so hopefully you guys can see how clear that is. I mean, it's not black like normal, and this is why we use liquid moly.
But yeah, good stuff.
All right, so never go anywhere without my Dirtbag Brands bailout box.
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Or just on the trail?
Just on the trail.
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Just on the trail. Anywhere in the Teryx, it's always with me.
Anyway.
Has an air compressor, all your tools, a jump pack for your battery or to charge things, all that kind of crap. Super awesome, and just we've used it a few times.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of
Flashback to
times.
the
By a few
steering wheel
times.
scenario.
Yeah, exactly. By a few times, I mean a lot of times.
We got, I see the Jack Daddy up there.
Jack Daddy, this thing's pretty sweet.
Let's throw a clip in here into the video showing it how it actually works. That'll make more sense than trying to explain it.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I can show you here real quick. So what it does is, you get a new bolt and then you get this little adapter and it connects onto that, and that's how you can jack up your car.
Yep.
How long does it take to jack that thing up?
As long as it takes to pull forward or pull backwards.
There you go. Look at that.
Seconds, you know? So
And then while we're back down here, I see the exhaust.
yeah.
Whoa, hold up. What are those?
You got to earn these things. Luckily, they're
The
still
number
on there.
one mod, number one performance mod on this car.
That's right.
Right there.
That's right.
You had to earn those suckers.
Yeah.
All right.
Only took me like 6 months to earn
It
those
was a
things.
long time.
It was a long time.
Yeah.
But got
All right, so move those out of the way and show us what's behind.
cut them nicely. Jeez. Come on.
There he is. All right, so the exhaust.
Exhaust, yeah, so HMF exhaust. The stock exhaust on this thing does not sound good. It's all tinny. Put on the HMF exhaust. They were super nice, actually sent me 2 of them. Their XL and their QS. I ended up keeping the QS, that's their quieter version.
Okay.
The XL is louder. I actually liked the tone of it better, but I didn't quite like how loud it was.
Yeah.
So the other thing we did back here, which is I think
I can't see those.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Is these reverse lights. So this is another kit from Brute Performance, and it just wires up into the stock harness, and these come on when you go in reverse. Simple as that.
Cool.
It's kind of slick.
Yep. So you're getting a back view of the HCR from
Yep.
here. And then I'm seeing, before we forget, we've got the whips. So
Yeah.
these are the powered base MB whips where it's almost a wireless whip.
Should we show them how it works?
Yeah, throw it on there.
Look at that.
Nice.
So on, off.
Yep.
Power in the base. That's the best thing about these things. Obviously,
By far.
they're durable. They're great. Love MB whips.
They've got,
But that
you
is
know,
the coolest feature.
right. I agree. What about them?
The other cool thing is like they make day whips too. So day whips use the same base.
Yep.
Right.
Pop them right on.
Yep.
Pop them off.
Yeah, we all get questions about the big flags and things we run.
Yeah.
Day whips. Get those. So,
Yep.
okay, jump inside.
Jump inside.
Tell us what's going on in there.
So biggest thing inside,
Minivan comfort.
minivan comfort from these PRP seats.
No, really.
It really is comfort.
Real comfy ride in there.
Like that's
It is.
all joking aside.
So honestly, besides HCR, I mean, and obviously I'm wearing a PRP hat, so I don't want to be weird about it, but PRP seats, biggest upgrade that I did, flat out.
Yep.
The stock seats are crap. Having the shoulder belt, crap. So once I did this, harnesses, like you just sit in here and you don't move, anything off camber, you feel fine, you're not sliding
what?
one side, off camber.
Do it again.
You're not
One more.
off camber,
There you go.
you're not sliding one side to the other. Honestly, it gave me a lot more confidence, which seems weird and unexpected, but it was huge. So the other thing about PRP, so I decided, so PRP, you can go full custom with these things, right? I went with suede. The reason I did that is it gets so hot down here. The suede is fantastic for that. I get in, instead of burning my legs off, it's super comfortable.
I agree.
Look,
You
his
know-
legs are still there.
Yeah. So yeah, because I didn't burn them off.
They're not burned off.
The only downside to suede is if you wash them or if they just get wet, it stays wet.
They absorb a little water.
Yes.
Yep. Before we move on from seats,
Yeah.
so awesome seats, good color combo, suede is awesome. Tell us about the back bench real quick.
Oh yeah, so that's one of the first things I did just because 3 kids. That was a, where did I get that from? Combustion, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just a kit that it comes with. Makes it super nice, fit all 3 kids comfortably, in harnesses, nice and safe.
All right, moving up.
Apart.
Tell us about the shifter there.
Ooh, this thing's sexy. So Viper Machine, they make a lot of billet products, shift gates, accessories, all that kind of crap. So as soon as they came out with this thing, had to have it. So super easy to shift. So maybe I can try to throw a picture of a stock shift in there because it's like a jigsaw puzzle to get all the way down. This one's super easy.
You mean like a Can-Am?
Neutral, low, reverse. Are you showing this? Or
Yeah,
me?
do it again. I was laughing at the Can-Am joke.
I mean, it wouldn't be an off-camera video unless we were taking a Can-Am.
Yeah, so
true.
I mean, so it just makes it super nice. Neutral, low, reverse, super quick in case you're getting in trouble, whatever. Neutral, high, neutral,
Smooth.
super smooth.
And then the button on the top.
That's right, button on the top. So what you can do that is you can wire that down forward and wire it into your winch. So you have winch control here if you're doing a snow plow, something like that. Or if you just want to control it from here.
Yeah, if you just wanted to recover yourself
That's right.
inside the car while driving.
Right.
For yourself.
Self-recovery, dude.
Self-recovery.
I love it. If you're out there just hanging around by yourself, you can recover yourself.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, moving forward, we've got, so I'm gonna go this way.
Okay.
We've got the gauge. Tell us about the gauge.
Oh yeah, Razorback Technologies belt temp gauge. Made that change after our infamous Grand Canyon ride where I blew my belt.
It just got too hot and it just blew.
Yeah. So yeah, basically just too hot. It was about an hour, a little out over that of just
pinned.
yes, just pinned. And it just got too hot. Mash that pedal. Mash that pedal.
And he was still like a half an hour behind us.
We did have to go find him.
Yeah.
I was maxed out at 50.
Full car, 5 people.
Yeah.
Pedal to the floor for an hour straight. It's gonna blow, but at least with that he would have known.
Yeah.
So good addition there.
I could have known, I could have stopped, just, you know, took a rest for 15, 20 minutes. And
Take the cover off, the
Been
seats
fine.
out and everything, blown it off a little bit, cool it down.
yeah, that's right. Then a full frame swap there on the.
So we call it a frame swap because it takes like 3 hours to change the damn belt in these things.
That's
It
an
takes like 15
exaggeration.
minutes.
It's an exaggeration.
It would take everybody else.
Unless it was your first time. If you said, hey Royce, change the belt on this, it would take me 3 hours.
I'm
Probably.
pulling it down the driveway and hoping somebody hits it.
All right, moving on to the switch panel.
Switch panel, another Dirtbag Brands product. 8 switch panel that Ryan and I just installed, I don't know, a little over a month ago. Got everything wired up. It's freaking awesome. I was having problems with my lights before, and I thought it was the switches, and this confirmed it because I don't have any issues now that we installed this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can put up to
quick.
8 different accessories on there. So he's got his bumper, light bar, the light pods on the sides, the side rock lights,
Yep.
the whips. Good stuff.
It took us longer to figure out what stickers to put on the buttons than it did to install the whole system.
That's very true. Trying to choose the best ones.
Yeah.
Okay, now up here.
Oh yeah, seismic rear view mirror. Show that for you guys. Nice little mirror, light on, light off. Cool thing about it, it's battery powered, so you don't have to run a
Wire through your
anywhere.
cage.
and
That's a
do it
hard
through your
spot to
switch.
get a wire.
It is.
Unless you want to expose with zip ties all down your custom cage. Yep, and then we've got the
Here, let's show it. The Element fire extinguisher, which I think we've shown before, maybe not, but this thing's super slick. Here, Ryan, will you hold that? So the idea with this thing is what you do is you take the top off. Man, shit, I'm weak now.
Need some help?
COVID strength. You take the bottom off. My hell. Okay, and you
Judas Priest.
and you freaking and you strike it. The idea is it lasts like 50 seconds, where most fire extinguishers last like, I don't know, 15 or 20. Plus it's small, out of the way, super accessible rather than having it on the back or something.
Yeah.
It's super slick. I don't know if it works well. I hope I never have to find out.
You ride with 2 Polaris, guys, so it's inevitable at some point. So, hey, sorry, guys. I mean, like, we had to go hard on the Polaris for a minute.
So that's very true.
So it's an issue. It's out there.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
Now
it.
bring it back up. Open your door, Eric, and show the bag before you forget that.
Oh yeah. So, because I do get a ton of questions about which bags. So this is a Super ATV bag. If I remember right, it's made for a Ranger. But with these door extensions, I was able to run this. If not, without the door extensions, these won't fit.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Makes sense.
yeah, so pocket, knee pad, which is nice, another pocket, throw a bunch of crap in there, makes it super slick.
Cool. What's this thing?
Woo, rugged radio.
Well, let's get in there and look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how we installed that? So yeah, just installed it under the side of there.
Okay.
Fits really nice, smooth, out of the way. I don't hit it with my knee or anything. That kind of stuff. I've got a wire coming down where I can do my headset, or I've got the handheld here. Can always use if needed.
Nice.
If you just want to run up and grab something and talk or whatever.
Have you had a problem with this PRP steering wheel? Ever?
The steering wheel itself? Absolutely
Negative.
not.
Yeah.
The adapter?
Adapter, not so much.
So, look at that. New and improved. Billet adapter.
Look at that.
I feel like that's from West Desert Off-Road.
Okay.
Crap, we might have to put that in the description below. I don't know if that's right or not.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
It's
we'll,
something.
We'll find out what it is.
It's a tree and a D.
Yeah.
Whoever tree D is, we're going
We'll
down.
put it in the description below so you know for sure. But this is billet rather than the other one was, I don't know what it was. But
Composite or some sort of plastic.
This thing's way better and haven't had any issues
Yeah.
since then. So, but I did.
Milt smile.
Suede again just because it's comfortable. And then I did a deep dish to get the steering wheel closer to me because when I was really strapped in and you can't move forward or anything, I felt like I was a little too far out here and didn't have the control. I liked being, you know, here a little bit better and you just have a little bit more control over it.
Yeah. Looks good too.
So, yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay, one last thing that I didn't realize you ever had. What are these?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's stock.
No. So under the seat, I have an Optima Yellowtop battery as an accessory battery. So all the lights, the winch, all that kind of stuff is all wired to this thing because the stock battery is pretty small. I didn't want to overdo that. And then since I got the PRP seats, I just did these remote connectors so that I don't have to take the seat out to ever charge that battery, just kind of top it off, whatever.
Yep.
I can just undo that.
So you can put it on a trickle charger here.
Yes.
Easily.
Yep.
Okay. I just keep seeing crap. Tell me about your.
Oh, my throttle max, dude, that thing's sweet.
Yeah.
Some people make fun of those things, but I don't even care. They're awesome. So, biggest thing for that for me, it actually put my foot in a better position.
Yeah.
It did. And then the other thing, instead of going from like 0 to 15 or 0 to 20% throttle, I can really feather that a lot more. So I have a lot more control over it.
Yeah, I think you run one of those too.
Yeah, so I go in the Razor, instead of having my foot up here and then my other foot back here, I can set both of them like this and just push down on the throttle.
Yeah.
So on those long rides, you're sitting upright, you're more comfortable.
It's a lot more
It's like
comfortable.
cruise control, where
Yeah.
you can bring your foot back in the car.
Yep, exactly.
Let me interrogate him for a second. If you could rebuild the Teryx with aftermarket parts, is there anything you would change?
So if I could do more things to it, one thing I would do is I would probably stretch the frame. I would stretch this back end back probably about 6 or 7 inches.
And we've talked about that quite a bit. You
We
really
have.
wanted to do that.
I wanted to do it for a long time.
Nobody else wanted to do it.
That's
The people with the
that's a big
capabilities
problem.
did not want to do it.
Yeah, so it sounds like a big job, and I mean, it's a job, but as far as doing it on any sort of vehicle, stretching something, this is about as easy as it gets. You know? Okay.
Hey,
so,
Papa, you need that list? You need your glasses? So hold on, what are you looking at? Have you been making this list the whole time you've owned this car?
Dude, just things.
Shit I hate about my Teryx, but I love it.
No, I don't hate. Just they can improve. Yeah. Should we go over that?
Yeah, I mean, you got it in your phone, so I mean, it was that big of a deal for you to take notes. Yeah.
No, the brakes are not good. There's not even an aftermarket kit for a big brake kit, nothing like that I'm aware
We've
of.
been in
Brembo.
some bad places on Pritchard
man.
Canyon and things where you're trying to hold and you're on 2 or 3 wheels
Negative.
and you're just going backwards.
And I'm holding brake and I'm using gas pedal because the brake's not working.
The
So
best
I have
thing
to get
about-
enough gas
Yeah.
for me to not roll back.
So what else would you change about the Teryx?
So if Cowie came to me, and this is the biggest complaint,
And they
from
would.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
I mean, the guy's got a list in his phone.
That's right. I can just email it to them. It's already done. They gotta get away from the 800 motor. They need to put 1,000 in this thing.
Yeah. Everything nowadays is 1,000 cc's. And
Yeah.
They have to do it.
I mean, what's that thing weigh? They're running 800cc motors in snowmobiles like all day long.
Exactly.
And that thing weighs 400 pounds.
Yes.
So let's do the math here and try to figure out what the heck's going on, but
Yeah. Power
800cc
weight ratio,
ain't gonna cut it.
Not good.
No.
No. So the other thing, I mean, you have to remember what this thing is built for. It's really a utility machine.
You're on the extreme end of the spectrum.
Exactly.
We have to remember
So
that.
I have to remember that. The other thing though, where we talked about the stretch, what I would do is the overall length for a lot of people is great. What I would do is I would keep that, but what I would do is I would stretch it stock back probably at least 4 inches and maybe 6.
Well, that brings you to what you're at now because you're 4 inches
Yeah.
longer.
Exactly.
So you would have it stock this length
Yes.
and
Bare
maybe.
minimum. Okay, so recap.
Yep, recap.
Power steering, brakes, 1,000cc motor.
That's the big list, right? I
That's
mean,
the
that's
big
the
list.
main ones that are easily fixable.
Exactly. And then brings back just a little bit, 4 inches, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's not to say it's not a good machine. I can
No,
say
no, it's
4
great.
things that I hate about a Turbo S.
Do it. I bet you can't.
All right now.
See? He won't do it.
We'll save that for another time.
He's a homer.
This is a Teryx video.
Yeah.
I don't want to steal his.
Hey, you know how to make a Teryx video better? Talk about Polaris.
Put a Turbo S in it.
Hey.
Actually, real quick, mention your clutching because that's important. Someone
yeah.
going to 32s, they need
So,
more
yeah.
long travel.
So big deal. So if you're going 32s, you need to have some clutch work on this thing. Depending on what you're doing, for what we do, rocks, trails, that kind of stuff, I highly recommend from the ground up Powersports.
Yeah.
They've done a great job. As soon as I did that, this thing went even better.
Yeah.
Like quite a bit better. To where I had full confidence to really do almost anything.
I don't know the guy, don't know his business, but I'll tell you, we recommend him because when you put that clutch kit in there, or
Yeah.
you
Dude.
have him rework your clutches,
Totally different animal.
Yeah.
there was obstacles he couldn't do before
Yeah.
that now you could.
Yes.
All right,
Going?
we're going.
It's on.
Tell us.
Oh, merch. So we've got a lot of cool new designs. We now have hoodies, new Freedom shirt. We're coming out with new designs probably once a month, something like that.
Yeah.
A lot of patriotic stuff coming on.
That's true.
Yeah, we're going into Veterans Day in November, getting into fall, so we got some hoodies out there, some Veterans Day type stuff that are in the works. I think you guys will see here pretty soon, no matter what branch of the military you may or may not have served in. There's a shirt for you.
Right.
What else do we have? I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys are coming out to take over, we're going to have some stuff on site.
Some limited stuff,
Limited, yeah. We're not going to have a bunch of stuff. I think we're going to roll the OGs back out.
which, yeah, that's the only place you can get those is from us in person. You're not
Yeah.
getting those online.
So you
No.
can get the online one that looks similar to this, but you're not getting the flag. You're not getting the rear
little.
power logo.
Yep. So those will be available at Takeover. They'll be available at Trail Hero 2.
Yep.
We'll have them in time for that.
And then the HCR rally, if we have some
HCR.
left by November.
Yeah.
Be able
We're
to
gonna
get
do
those.
hats, so we'll have hats on site. I know you guys, a lot of you guys have been asking about hats. Hey, how come you guys don't have hats on your website? Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Well, they're hard, and the company that we go through doesn't offer very good looking hats, so
Yeah.
we didn't do them. We
Yep.
want to make sure you guys get a good looking hat.
And then
like the one Royce
finally,
got on his
come
head.
out to Takeover. Come
Yeah.
out to these events at Sand Hollow.
Yeah.
We're going to be guiding.
Yeah. Do we know what trails we're on yet?
So I think we're on
Sliplock
John's on one
and
day.
John's and
Plan B.
Plan B.
And Plan B. So come
Yeah.
ride with us. It'd be fun.
Sliplock and Plan B are two of my top 10 trails anywhere. I think.
Sliplock, Plan B, and the Maze. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's actually Sliplock John's.
We're
It's
doing
both.
we're doing
We're doing
both.
both.
The
Yeah,
we're doing
Sliplock
both.
itself
if
is.
you come with
Yeah.
us, we're doing both.
Yeah.
Whether we're supposed to or not. We're doing
That's
both.
right.
So come ride with us. It'll be a good time.
Yep. So we got Trail Hero first of October, and then
Yeah.
we've got Takeover the 20th through the 24th of October,
Yep.
and the HCR rally.
In
Don't
November.
quote me.
Sometime in November.
Mid-ish November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early mid-November sometime.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
somewhere.
Keep
in
an
there.
eye on social media. We'll let you
So
guys know.
3 events within about 6 weeks. It's going to be big.
Yeah.
Riding weather is perfect down here that time of year,
Perfect for
this
that.
time of year.
Yeah, grab your hoodie for when it gets late.
Yep.
Yep.
It'll cool off at night.
And hey, even if you don't have a machine, come ride with us. You can rent from Mad Moose.
That's right.
Promo code 10% off Camber. We'll put it on the screen here. And then support our friends over at Revolution. That's where.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
See you.